What's going on, guys? Today we're gonna be reviewing a top picks Damien Priest. I got this at the Mattel store for only $6. It was in the clearance aisle, and my punch card was filled off, so it was 50% off plus $10 off, or plus like $5 off. I got this for $6. So crazy deal right here. $6, you know, I had to pick it up. And I actually don't have a Damien Priest Elite, Basic, or Ultimate. So this is my first Damien Priest. I actually really enjoy watching Damien Priest matches. I think they're really entertaining. But, you know, obviously not my favorite style of wrestling. But I do think that we can put on some entertaining matches. Looking at the box here, we got top picks on the corner. Big image of Damien Priest. Got the figure. Damien Priest on the side. Then on the back, we got some info. He's from New York, New York. He's 6'5", 249 pounds. And his finisher is the Reckoning, or more like the South of Heaven. More of the set goes Dirty Dom, LA Knight, and Damien Priest. But I really want to get this open, so let's get to it. Looking at the accessories here, you don't really get too much. 2 interchangeable hands and a cloth good. So you can look at the interchangeable hands. You get a pair of fisted hands right here. And then you get a pair of 2 mic holding hands. Kind of thought that they would give him at least 1 more pair of hands with like maybe a choke slamming hand. But then here's the cloth good right here. We got a Judgment Day shirt. We kind of got like, who's that? Like a death with like some wings, and then like a scale right there. And then Judgment Day. It is not Velcro-less. It does have Velcro on the back, but you know, I think the decal on this is really cool. It's like really detailed. You got see all the shading and stuff. But yeah, pretty bare on the accessories. But let's take a look at the figure now. Taking a look at the figure here. I do think that the head scan is pretty good. Take a look at that. I do think it captures him. Facial hair. And I do think the hair is really cool too. It's got like his braided hair with like the inserts for the gray and the purple streaks. You can't really see it because the hair is blocking it. But you got the back design on his attire. It's like 2 different wings. On the front, it's like there's your standard Damien Priest attire with like black, purple, and white. At the arms here, I really think they did capture the tattoos really well. Lots of design there. You do get double. Shit. Alright, now looking at the figure here, I do think they captured his head scan really good. It really looks like him. His hair, I think, is really cool. I don't think we've seen this like model of hair before, where it's his braids, and then he's got I think these are called inserts of purple and silver hair. And then I do think they captured his tattoo details very well, very detailed. You know, like you could really see everything that's on there. You kind of got like a face right there. But yeah, upper body is cool. You got double jointed arms right here, so you can get that extra articulation in. Looking at the attire, hold up, ab crunch is good. Everything's smooth on this one. I really like the articulation on this one. Looking at the attire on the back, you can't really see it, but because of his hair. But we got like 2 wings of some sort, kind of like a devil and an angel wings right there. And then on the front, it's like his strings and like buttons. They're gray and purple. And then looking at the lower body, the trunks again are just your standard Damien Priest attire with like the purple and the gray, the black. But this detail right here is really cool. You got the Puerto Rican flag right here. I think that's a Puerto Rican flag. I'm not really good at geography. I'm pretty sure that is, which is a cool detail. And then you got some skulls on the back. Kind of got like this cool design where it's like oozing. I don't know if you can see it, but like the purple is oozing on his trunks. Yeah, there you go. You can see it right there. But you got buttons all the way down to the bottom. And then we get to the knees. And it is pinless knees, but I still think the articulation on this is buttery smooth. And you got like knee pads right here, thigh pads, and take a look at the kick pads here. They kind of have like straps on them too. I think they're just painted on, but it would be cool if they were textured. But yeah, let's hit some poses real quick. Before we hit some poses, just wanted to make sure what kind of joints he has. And he does have ball joints on the legs. Wait, let me check. Close up. Yeah, he actually does have ball joints, which is surprising because his legs are pretty stiff, but you don't have to worry about chuck joints snapping off. I've had that problem with a bunch of Jeff Hardys where I'm trying to hit a swanton bomb and his legs just snap off on impact. But yeah, the joints feel real stiff, even though they are ball joints. But let's get into some poses. Looking at the first pose here, my bad. The figure we're gonna be using as our victim is Blood and Guts Darby Allin. I just think that figure has really good articulation. But we got our first pose here is kind of like a reckoning before. This is a pretty standard pose. He's standing up straight, got his arm out, and then his other arm hooked on Darby's neck. So yeah, pretty standard position. But when I was pulling him around, the figure would do anything like you want it to do, kind of like that my John Cena figure. But the articulation on this is actually really smooth. You can do whatever you want with it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but let's hit some other poses. The next pose that he's hitting here is kind of like after he hits the reckoning, after he spins out. This one was pretty cool to pose around. I got the pose around the legs. But as I said earlier, buttery smooth, no problems with posing. As you can see, really easy to pose with. But yeah, let's get into maybe 2 more positions. I yet again have anything to pose my figures with. No figure stands, no rubber bands. But we got kind of like a South of Heaven pose. Let me adjust the arm. A South of Heaven before pose where he's hoisting him up in the air like a choke slam position. Again, no issue with like posing. But this one's pretty cool. And then let's do the after effect of the South of Heaven. Now here is the after effect of a South of Heaven. You know, one thing I did realize when I was posting this figure around is Damien Priest doesn't hit that much crazy moves in real life. So for him to have this much posability as a figure is actually pretty surprising. I think that you would want to put more posability to maybe like a Jeff Hardy when they were making him. Because when they were making them Jeff Hardys, he had a lot of truck joints. But yeah, I'm surprised they give this guy a really good articulation. Posing was pretty good. So yeah. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this review of this top picks Damien Priest Elite. Who y'all got at Saturday night's main event? I'm a bigger Priest fan, so with bias, I'ma just say Damien Priest. But looks like the way they're building up Drew, I might have to say Drew realistically, but my bias is leaning towards Damien Priest. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. You know, maybe follow me or subscribe, whatever, to like give me some more traction, and thumbs up if you want. But yeah, peace out, fools.